Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing my monthly favorites for October. I didn't have any monthly favorites for September because I didn't wear any makeup. Sad but true. So let's get right on into it. I don't have very many makeup favorites because there's nothing really new coming into my collection. I guess you could say I'm on like a no-buy in a way, in a sense. But I will talk about the products that I have been loving for the month of October because I noticed I wasn't wearing any makeup and I just kind of sat down and said, no, you are going to wear makeup. You have all that makeup, wear it. So I have been kind of forcing myself to wear makeup most days this month, but it has paid off. I have favorites to talk about. And we'll start with the palette that I've been loving. I am wearing it on my eyes today. I have 3 or 4 colors from this palette on. It is the Too Faced Pretty Rebel palette. I love this palette. It's just so wearable. It doesn't look wearable at all. One of my favorite colors in here is Dainty. It's a super soft matte cream lid shade, and it's not very pigmented. Well, it's pretty pigmented for a matte shade, and it's just so soft. I've been using the heck out of it. You can probably see there's a dent. If I found a way to show you, there you go. Now you can probably see that there is a massive dent in it. I'm constantly using it. It's so soft, and I normally use that all over the lid, and then I put some Badass in the crease, and that's kind of what I'm wearing today. But I've also added in some Jailbird and some Totally Fetch. It's very easy to get super wearable looks from this palette as well as super colorful looks. There are 1001 smoky eyes you can do with this palette. It's just amazing. And of course you got a mirror. I'm sure you guys have all seen this palette before because, you know, it ain't nothing new, but I still absolutely adore the heck out of it. So that has been my favorite. I've worn it pretty much every time I've done a video or every time I have done my makeup because it's just so easy. Like, if you want tutorials on like using that palette, let me know, because honestly you will be astounded at how easy it is to get some fantastic looks with it. I'm not sure if it was limited edition, but I will leave a link to an Amazon A store down below with all of the products that I can find down there. Okay? Now, I was loving the e.l.f. eyeshadow palette for a while until I kind of realized that in order to get the eyeshadows to last, I had to use a primer, and then I started using my Too Faced palette, and the eyeshadows in this definitely last a lot longer than the e.l.f. eyeshadows do, but because I am one for absolutely no creasing and for superb staying power, and I tend to tear up quite a bit, so like my eyeshadows will just, it's a hot mess sometimes. I have been absolutely loving, and always do absolutely love, the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This one is amazing. I've done a video review on it, so I will leave it linked here for you. So click on the product. Ooh, yes. Woohoo. Ooh. I love it. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's really nice thin eyeshadow primer. It helps your eyeshadows last 1,000 times longer and stay more pigmented, and application is easier. So when you're applying your eyeshadows, if you're using this primer in particular or the Urban Decay one, which is different, I'm not going to say it's worse, but it's a lot thicker. Anyways, if you're using this primer, you will find that eyeshadows stick a lot better and you're not constantly building up the product. It's just, yeah, go get it. Another product that I am wearing at the moment, and I haven't used it much. I think I've done a video on it before. If so, I will leave it linked somewhere now. This product is interesting. It's super cheap. It's not exactly what you would think it is according to the name, and I didn't really use it very much because I don't know, but it is, I'm gonna stop talking about it without telling you what it is. It's the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. This is the wrong color, so I don't wear it very often. I'm waiting to get a little bit more tan for it. I've got it in buff. I'm probably gonna buy it in a lighter color. It is so full coverage. It is the most full coverage liquid foundation that I own or that I have ever tried. I've tried a lot of foundations. I have worked in cosmetics, I have studied cosmetics, I have worked with a lot of makeup, and this is the most full coverage liquid foundation that I have ever used. Now that's saying something. It is a lot dewier than something like the Smashbox Studio Skin, which is medium to full coverage, but this one, it just covers everything and so easily, and because it's a little bit dewier, it's easier to blend out and it won't dry on patches like pimples or dry patches if you've got dry skin. It does have salicylic acid, which hazel, camphor and tea tree oil, and aloe vera in it. So if you have a sensitivity in your skin, you may find it a little bit irritating. I don't think that there's enough in it to do any of the anti-acne fighting stuff. Personal opinion, maybe unpopular, I don't know. Yeah, this stuff, honestly, for what was it, like $6 Australian? Amazing. So even though the color is wrong, I'm gonna get the lighter color if there is one. I can't remember because it's just, it's so good. So full coverage, it's a little bit dewier like I said, but powder, done, sorted, awesome. Out the door. And the last product is another thing that I have raved about before. I am wearing it today. Da 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 da. This is just a whole bunch of broken record. This video. It is the the Kardashian Beauty, or in America it's Chroma Beauty. I don't know. Stroke of Midnight mascara. I'm almost out of this, but I'm gonna keep using it because I like it. It is a rubber bristle wand. It's very volumizing, but in a kind of texturizing way. It gives you like multiple lashes as opposed to lots of very thick lashes. Kind of lengthening, kind of curling. I kind of have no problems with length or curl, and yeah, I just like it because it gives you that texturized kind of look. Okay, so one more beauty favorite. This is something that I haven't actually mentioned, and it's something that I wasn't sure if I liked it or not at first. It's the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen in black. It's an interesting packaging. This is the tip and this is the base, and this is how thin it is. It's a very solid felt tip, if that makes sense. So it's kind of pointy and scratchy. Itchy and scratchy. But it's very black. It's very matte black, I think. And the felt tip is thin enough that you can get right into the lashes and do a super thin line, you can do a super thick line, you can do a winged eye, you can do whatever. And because it's a little bit stiffer, you get a lot more control. So, I don't know if you can see, I've done a winged eyeliner kind of with this today. And I suck at eyeliner, so if you are laughing at my eyeliner job, then okay, that's cool. I am too. Shut up. And the last favorites for today are going to be brushes, because with the palette that I've been using this month, I've actually really enjoyed certain brushes. First brush that I've really been loving, and this is bizarre because a lot of people don't like them, but it's the brush that came with the Sigma Flare palette. It's a duo-ended brush with the E55 and the E40. I like this because you get both the putting on of product and the blending out of product, and I think that's just really easy. I'm hideously lazy. Having both in one is just, it's too convenient. I've really been enjoying it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I have the E55 and the E40, but having them in the one brush, why not? Another brush that I've been really enjoying, and I don't think Sigma has a brush similar to it. I don't know even how to explain it because it's a bullet brush, kind of, but it's very rounded. It's like a smudge brush, but I don't really know how to explain this one. It's one that came with my brush kit from college when I did my diploma. And it's weird. It's almost like a fat pencil brush or a tiny dense blending brush. It's like if the E40 had a baby with a pencil brush from Sigma. If they had a baby that was slightly denser, that's what we would end up with. So if you guys know a brush that isn't a no-name brand one, let me know, because I would love to have a brush like this that I can recommend you guys to go and get, because I just find it's really good. I don't know, it's softer than the Manicure Artiste smudge brush. I don't know, there's nothing like it. I've never used anything like it. And Sigma, if you're watching this, I like this brush. You should do something like it, okay? And the last two brushes are the same brush from different companies, and they're kind of the same, but very different in their applications. They're both angled brushes. One is the MAC 275 SE. It was a limited edition angled brush with the, oh god, Christmas collection 2 years ago, the one that was silver and ice stuff. I can't even remember what that was. It was all silver and ice. Anyways, it's an angled brush, it's very thin. The closest I can find would be the Sigma medium shading brush. Angled shading. The medium angled shading brush, E70, which is far wider and a little bit bigger. It's far softer as well. In the application, this one you get a very more precise kind of application, obviously. And then you can go from applying, I don't know, I'm going to describe this, that way to applying that way to blend out. Do you get what I mean? I don't know how to explain this. So you can use it to draw out your crease, which is what I've done today. And then you can flip it to blend out the crease a little bit as well. But I always go in with the E40 anyways, so I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Whereas with the E70, I find it's fluffy enough that I can get a softer amount of color and blend it a lot more and have a more delicate crease look, and I can build up with it more, as opposed to having a very precise line and then having to work to blend it out. This does both. You don't get a precise line and it's kind of smudged. So those were my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments below. And if you're ever wondering where the hell I am on the internet, all my links will be down below for social media platforms that you can find me on and talk to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you guys will see me in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with everything going on this YouTube channel, and I will be doing my empties next. Yes, I promise. I'm actually going to do them this month. Okay, love you guys. Bye.